here is the backyard ProVista. It did get fertilizer. I put some liquid fertilizer on it back in like October, and I also sprayed with Celsius back in October, but you know, all that did was knock the stuff back. I have the same problems back here that I have everywhere, dayflower. So lots of big patches of dayflower. All right, y'all, so when it comes to killing weeds in your ProVista, and I'm talking about ProVista St. Augustine grass right now, when it comes to the rates that I'm gonna give you today, the Kentucky Bluegrass rates are a little different. However, the product is exactly the same. What you want is a product that is 41% glyphosate and contains no other active ingredients. Here's the thing, it's a little bit harder to find. I can find it at Ace. It's a little bit harder to find 41% glyphosate concentrate at like Home Depot, Lowe's, but I do find it at Ace. It's very expensive, as you can see for this. This is 32 ounces right here, a quart. Super expensive. You can also find 41% glyphosate in 2.5 gallon jugs at farm stores. It'll be cheaper. However, I already know, I've been doing this long enough, and a lot of you all, even though you'll read the label and it says 41% glyphosate, if it doesn't look exactly like what I'm using, you'll still question yourself, and that's okay, I understand, especially with something like this. So what I'm using is the high yield super concentrate Kills-All. It's 41% glyphosate, and it has a surfactant, and it comes in these smaller jugs. I will give you a link to this below on Amazon. That way you know you're getting the exact same thing. Again, if you're confident enough to read a label and get 41% glyphosate at a farm store, please do, it's cheaper. But for those of you that have a little bit of a fear, if you get the link, if you follow the link below, you'll get the exact same thing that I'm using, and you'll know it's right. Okay, with that, I have my backpack sprayer here. This is my old Yard Mastery sprayer. This is actually the third one off the line, still works great. This is my dedicated glyphosate sprayer. That's the only thing that goes in here. And I have it labeled Gly right there, I'll show you. So that way I know. All right, so the mix rate for what we're doing here, now you have a high rate and a low rate. I don't have any weeds that I'm worried about this not killing, so we're gonna use the low rate, which is 1.5 ounces per gallon. And we're gonna do this as a blanket spray, but it's the same for spot spray. It's 1.5 ounces per gallon. 1 gallon covers 1,000 square feet, or you can spot spray with it. I'm gonna blanket spray because it's bad back there. So 1.5 ounces, I'm gonna make up 4 gallons worth, because not only am I gonna spray that backyard, I'm gonna go ahead and spray all my beds, everything else. When you have Christmas lights in your beds, like I do, those net lights, they create heat and light, obviously. What that heat and light does, it encourages weeds to grow. And so I get a lot of weeds in my beds after Christmas every year. So that's the nice thing about this. This mix is not only good for your lawn when you have ProVista St. Augustine or Viridian St. Augustine, same mix, you can also use it in your beds. All right, let me rinse this out. All right, so I'm making up 4 gallons, so that means, again, at 1.5 ounces per gallon, 4 gallons, I need 6 ounces of this product right here. First thing I'm gonna do is fill up my sprayer with about halfway, a little more than a gallon of water or so. 4 right here. Okay, so there we go, 6 ounces in. Easy peasy. Now, I really don't like this nozzle for this. I need to change it, but either way, just want to rinse that out a little bit. Yeah, I hate this nozzle for this, but okay. That's it, I'm not putting anything else in here. One last thing here. Glyphosate works very slow in general. It's just a slow weed control, and it's gonna be even slower now because the weather is chilly. So we may not see too much application efficacy for a good 10 days out of this, but
One eternity later.
All right, y'all, so it's taken me a long time to edit this video. Today is actually February 8th. I'm filming a wrap up. I want to show you a couple 2-tree things. First, let's go take a look at the back where I showed you in the very beginning of the video how the weeds has finally started to die. Okay, so if you haven't seen the video I did a couple weeks ago, I'll link it over there. It's the one where I pay attention to detail, airmen, blah, blah, blah. By the way, I've done a bunch of pruning back here since then, but I just wanted to show you the weed control wasn't working, or I thought it didn't work because of the cold, this and this and that. But I also mentioned that I thought it might just be slow because of the cold, and that is the case. Look now, these weeds, they're completely zorched, completely gone. Look at this. Now, they'll come back. See, there's a lot of green still in here, so they're gonna come back, but the glyphosate definitely worked. Now, there's not a lot of grass under here, so that's a whole nother thing. It's also climbing up the tree. I'm gonna have to rip that off. You know, ignoring your lawn is, you know, you got a lot to pay for when you ignore your lawn. So it's gonna take a little while for this to all come back. But look, see? So the long and the short of it is the glyphosate did work. It's just I needed to be more patient because it was cold. So stay tuned. ProVista here. Gonna be where I did hit it with flagship, but it needs a lot more. It's been sitting, it's had nothing, and I've told you if you get these going too long, or you let these sit for too long over winter, it takes a while to get it going. So did an app of flagship. I'll do another one this week, probably just push to really wake this bad dog up, and again start to fill in some of these areas where the weeds were. And yeah, maybe I get some plugs or something. I don't know. We'll see, but I just want to give you an update there. The weed control did work. All right, but where I really wanted to show you, look at this. So this is Viridian St. Augustine grass. Can you see how dark that is? So it has been over a week now since I hit it with the stress blend. And this here, this is the Viridian. You can see the difference. This is so much darker. So, and it's really not even fully established yet. It's still going to take it a little while. I can still see a few seams in there, here and there, that I haven't filled in yet, because we're only in February, right? We're not even in our best growth push yet. And just to give you an idea, that's what most lawns in the neighborhood look like. That's treated by a professional lawn service. They do the whole soil testing and blah, 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 blah. There you go. Yeah, there's lawn care nut, Floritam, and Viridian. So the Viridian is definitely darker. If you like this, again, I'll give you a link below. You can talk to Scott at Scott's, and he will let you know the availability on Viridian in Florida, or ProVista. ProVista is dark too. Not this dark, but still super dark, and a lot darker than that. Anyway, there you go, guys. Thank you so much for watching. This is going to be put out on Super Bowl Sunday, so whoever your team is, I hope they win, and I hope you have a great rest of your day, and hopefully you get to enjoy the most soon wherever you are. With that, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the lawn.